As you can clearly see, this isn't your normal BlackBerry. For instance, it doesn't have a keyboard and it could easily be mistaken for any other smartphone that is currently on the market. I really enjoy using BlackBerries because of their keyboard. Paired with great performance and Android, it really makes the perfect device for me. So when I got the BlackBerry Motion, I didn't really know how I should approach this review. But here we are, so I'll just share my thoughts and I'll try my best to keep it objective. It has a 5.5-inch Full HD display featuring a scratch-resistant glass, which isn't Gorilla Glass. You do kind of notice that it's a cheaper kind of material because it just loves to get smudged all over and full of fingerprints, but I can live with that. The bottom and the sides are surrounded by a metal frame, which has a brushed look. The top is covered by a piece of plastic, which has a good quality. I would have loved a glass panel like the Google Pixel 2 has. The backside has a carbon-like material, so it's kind of rubbery and it's grippy and helps you keeping it in your hand safely. That plastic cover I was talking about earlier surrounds the back lens, which is a 12 megapixel shooter. It does have the same amount of megapixels like the BlackBerry Key 1, but it certainly doesn't share the same sensor though. It kind of acts sluggish, slow, and HDR is unusable, last of which could be fixed with a software update. But I think that this is kind of a sad thing because BlackBerry wants to be a mix between productivity device and social media device with the BlackBerry Motion, and that just kind of holds it back from doing that. The front-facing camera is an 8 megapixel one, which is nice to use. It doesn't have autofocus though, but we should get to the battery, which has an amazing amount of 4000 mAh, which is great. The battery life is phenomenal. It's out of this world. And it's even better than on the Key 1, which already has a great battery life. I managed to end the day with over 40% left without any problems. I also didn't have a lot of issues while running a lot of apps simultaneously, thanks to the 4GB of RAM and the Snapdragon 625 processor, which can also be found in the BlackBerry Key 1, but it just seems to run a tiny bit smoother on the BlackBerry Motion. It has 32GB of internal storage, but that can be easily upgraded with a microSD card. If you look on the front of the phone, you'll immediately notice the pretty big, or I should say how it is, the huge enormous bezel on the front of the device. It's not really clear to me why they did that, but BlackBerry Kevin said on the press event that it helps reception and also handling. It doesn't really look that good, to be honest, and most people I showed it to criticized it. On the bezel you find a home button which has the BlackBerry logo on it, and it acts as a fingerprint sensor which is very fast and accurate. You can also use it to swipe down the top settings and notifications menu, and there's also a very cool feature that when you're taking pictures you can just tap it and those photos you took with that home button will automatically be saved in a secure folder for nobody to be seen, or those pictures won't be uploaded to Google Drive or Google Photos. So if you take those cheeky pictures, nobody will see them and hopefully you won't get in trouble for them. The speaker on the bottom right of the phone is just mono and can easily be covered. I'd say sound quality is below average because of it being really quiet and without a lot of bass. Next to the speaker you'll find an up-to-date USB-C port. The right side of the phone has the power button, which is a first for BlackBerry. They always had it on the left side for all their previous phones. Below that you'll find a textured convenience key which also acts as a shortcut to open apps. It's really convenient because it just shows 3 apps that can be pre-configured, and those change on your surroundings. So whether you're in the car, at home, or in a meeting, I just think that's a great idea. It has an IP67 rating, which means it's dust and water resistant. It also means that it can survive in water with a depth of 1 meter for over an hour. BlackBerry Kevin tested that and it did survive even longer, so that's a cool thing. It runs Android 7.1 Nougat with a light BlackBerry skin on it, so you have apps like Detect for BlackBerry, which monitors your security level, the BlackBerry Hub, which is your messaging inbox. It has all messaging apps and organizes them in a structured view, so you can easily and quickly write messages from the hub itself. And I still think that it isn't on the level of the BlackBerry 10 smartphones, where it was just perfect, but I think it's getting there and it's getting better and better with every update. BlackBerry also introduced a new app called Files, which is a file manager that everybody loved on BlackBerry 10 smartphones. It's good for simple things, but I'd love an integration for Google Drive or Dropbox or other cloud service storage apps, you know what I mean. The launcher features things like widgets and shortcuts, and it also has those 3 dots below each app that bring up widgets when you swipe down on them, so that's very cool. All in all, the BlackBerry Motion is very easy to use, but it also doesn't really feel anything special. It doesn't have new innovative features, or it doesn't have features like on the BlackBerry Key 1 that has the keyboard. It is just a smartphone with big bezels, okay performance, and the BlackBerry branding on it. It might be good for businesses that need the security, but I'm not really sure if it can attract the youth that can pick up the LG G6 or the Galaxy S8 for pretty much the same price now. BlackBerry is a premium company. Something like the BlackBerry concept that we saw at the end of last year could have been a success. It really screams BlackBerry, has a premium build quality, and offers enough or even more to be successful. For a phone like this, you could easily charge more money and would really be justified. The Motion just seems like an ordinary phone in a world which is overcrowded with ordinary phones already. Personally, I will stick with the BlackBerry Key 1, but if you're searching for something very simple with great battery life, then the BlackBerry Motion might just be something for you. So if you like this review, then make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay updated with new videos about BlackBerry and more. Also make sure to follow me on my social media channels, Instagram and Twitter, you see them right now, and my BlackBerry Messenger channel pin is in the description box below. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below on what you think about this video and the BlackBerry Motion. Would you buy it? And yeah, we'll see us in my next video, and I'm happy to see you again. See you then. Bye.